Are we live? Are you in there? Is there anybody in there? Welcome to the Live Drive Jive Archive with your host, Frank Monday. We are broadcasting live from Beijing, Kingdom of the Yellow Emperor. In ancient times, because of the megafauna and flora, our own human bodies were much grander, larger, and of more variety of formations. This is ancient spiritual knowledge. And it's scientifically provable too, Cro-Magnon. As a result, those lofty, spiritualized individuals could live much longer lives, greater amounts of time. The average human individual these days will be lucky to make it to 100, even though the spiritual allotment is 120. But we live rough lives. And we don't have that pure, thick, natural energy that's present. What the fuck, bro? Are you serious? Sweet heavens, amigo. I don't get it. Yeah, so I had my head in mysticism yesterday, Master Nee's book, and he was saying that spiritually, the spiritual teaching is, yes, some of those guys lived to 10,000 years plus. Pangu was said to live 40,000 years. Fuxi was said to have lived 10,000 years. And his interpretation of it was that back then, their bodies were of a different, they were megafauna. And they did, in fact, live thousands of years. And Steiner writes that the cognition, the mental function was different. They had a more at oneness with the present and less memory capacity, less of an analytical function. And our fall from grace, so to speak, fall from the Garden of Eden, was that evolving into that analytical function. The kind of on-off. Wow. Yeah. Road conditions interrupting my train of thought. And I'm gonna leave it there because we're heading up Plum Blossom Lane and I gotta pay attention. It's time for a COVID killer. I'm not giving you any health advice, but have yourself a COVID killer. We've got pretty good weather today. That's always nice. The air's clear. The air is cleaner because it rained all day yesterday. So the roads are wet. Two things to check out on YouTube. Dark Journalist just released a new interview with Dr. Joseph Farrell. I think his middle name's Philip. JPF. Joseph Philip Farrell. That's my best guess. I love Dr. Farrell. He's a hoot. He smokes like a chimney, like a choo-choo train. Additionally, Dr. Farrell's own YouTube page is called Giza Death Star. I don't know what that name means. I think it's a reference to the pyramids in Giza. Giza. Giza Death Star. So maybe he's making the high octane speculation that the pyramids were a kind of antiquitech, an ancient weapon. It's possible. That wall right back there that I just passed, I gotta stop one day and film that. At the top of the wall, they have like a rubberized, I don't know, like rubberized cement or something where you could stick, maybe just cement, but instead of barbed wire, they just used broken glass. So it's covered in broken glass and it glitters and shimmers, not shimmer, glitter and twinkle in the morning light, especially when it's all covered in dew like it is right now. So it's a great juxtaposition of the beauty of sunlight through color, but then the asinine attitude of the threat of trying to climb over broken glass. That used to be everywhere in Beijing. They've cleaned a lot of it up and replaced it with industrial grade barbed wire and wrought iron spikes. It's like, bro, nobody wants to go in your whatever you've got there. Nobody gives a fuck. I guess that's why there's so little crime here. Is, you know, it's a prison planet style institution. All the crime is done at a government level. The slaves just toil away in mediocrity. I love y'all good looking sexy people out in Happy Land. We have arrived at the yard, so this will be the end of part 3 of the Live Drive Jive archive. I sincerely hope you are all doing well. Let us pray for spiritual guidance and get busy doing the great work, right? Check out Dark Journalist's latest interview with Dr. Joseph Farrell and get on over to Giza Death Star and watch his latest Thursday transmission of News and Views. Always a hoot. I only agree with Dr. Farrell 30% of the time, because he's missing the bigger picture, honestly. Just last year, he was going on and on about, oh yeah, how the US and China are global enemies, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, I live in China. The US created like everything over here, all the infrastructure, all of the manufacturing, all of the computer science, it's all US based. I mean, it's already global governance. I don't know what you're talking about. The TV dramas of the nuclear boogeyman, it's not real, bro. There is no thermal nuclear war. It's a red herring. I mean, get with it. Come on. It's global lockdown. They're not gonna, the global elites don't battle each other, man. The only thing war ever means is throwing a bunch of uneducated idiots against each other. You know? Maybe they want to kill off certain segments of society, then I hope that, I do believe that Joseph is smarter than that. I think he knows. But I don't know why he goes in that direction. These guys print money for free. What, you think they're worried about financing? Come on. He thinks they want to cover their tracks, though. But I don't think they give a fuck. It's all out in the open already anyway. You know? Like, people that print money and give themselves nice things, you know? Villas and mansions and beautiful new cars and servants and stuff. You think they give any kind of fuck what a dude like me struggling to try to raise 2 kids has got to say about anything? Or thinks that I'm any kind of threat? I love y'all good-looking, happy, sexy people out in La La Land. Take care of yourselves. I will see you back here next time.